Hey, how goes it? And welcome to Wonder Odd Wednesday. Today we are playing Heroes of Highwall. Now, this is going to be post-commentary because every time I recorded this game, and for a while afterwards, I was having horrible audio issues. So, this is a little side-scrolling game. The developers messaged me about it, and you play as these Viking dudes who are basically murdering trolls on the Highwall. And this is my first time through that we're watching. The video footage came out perfect, but the audio just, I don't know, it ate my commentary basically. But yeah, so starting out as a wizard, we got these light orbs that we can shoot. It's pretty cool. We got lightning bolts, which I've just accidentally used in the wrong place. Like I said, this is the recording of my first attempt through here. I'm going with 2 AIs, but this would be a lot of fun with more players. And it's basically just wave complete, like murder your way through all these trolls. And they give you new abilities, and they give you new enemies, and they make the enemies a little tougher. And it's a lot of fun. Like, here's our first new enemy. That troll shaman shoots fireballs and is a complete asshole. The little goblins shoot their freaking rocks there. Those are horrible. Those will murder you real hard. Got me some potion. And yeah, this is the general concept of the game. And I feel like this game has a lot of promise. Like, honestly, imagine, I mean, you'll see this more as I play other classes after we die a couple times here and stuff. Oh, we've also just got Frost Nova from that last level up, I think. And I think I'm going to try it out soon here. There we go. So it pops on the ground and freezes anybody. Now, I'm about to realize how dangerous these freaking goblins are, because I'm almost dead. Also, I realized teleports you to your cursor. So that could be dangerous. But the warrior's getting in there. Freaking Leaf, I'm assuming that, I don't know how to say that name. I've never heard that name actually spoken. We have Leaf and Freya. And, yeah, there's Ericsson and Eric's daughter. And yeah, we're just murdering our way through these guys. That's basically what the game is right now. But I feel like, so picture this, but picture it more of a, like, Castlevania style game. Oh god, I just took so much damage there. It's okay, they're dropping potions. We're getting lucky. We got our freeze up. The wizard's a lot of fun to play. I think this is my favorite class. The archer's also a lot of fun. I'm a horrible warrior, but I could see the warrior being a lot of fun in the right hands. It looks like Freya's down. But fucking Leaf's just murdering everything. It's fine, and we're following up behind him. And there we go, we got Meteor. Now, when the developers told me that you can summon meteors and fucking crazy throwing axes and volleys of arrows, I was instantly in. And this is a free game, by the way. Like, this is on Itch.io or something like that. Look at that meteor strike. I did not realize that that was a troll behind me there. I remember he caught me by surprise because I thought it was one of my teammates. Because you don't expect them to spawn between you and your teammates, which I think is one of my only real complaints about this little game. No, they were not close enough. Also, it doesn't hurt things walking into it. You have to drop the Frost Nova on people's faces. Jeez. Just carving a path of destruction. And just like that, we're at the boss, which is right there. And he is a big motherfucker with thousands of health, and he cannot be stunned. And now he's aggroed onto me. And I missed with my meteorite. Now he takes a fuckload more damage when you poke his eye, and he's bleeding out of the eye right now, but that time of weakness is over, and he's got ads. And Leaf's off dicking around with somebody else. Well, me and Freya attempt to do something. And I summoned that meteorite in a little too long. Like, if I dropped it in a minute earlier, it would have been a lot better. And now the enemies are coming from behind, and I just got clubbed in the back of the head because I was focusing on the boss. It is not easy to kill this boss. I think I managed to do it once in the 2 sessions of recording that I did. It's rough. Yeah, and there we go. Whole team's down. With players instead of AI, this could be a lot more fun. So now we're going to try out another character. We're going to try out the archer. So we got very similar things to the mage, the wizard. We shoot fast in a very similar kind of manner. We got lots of fast firing arrows, and we have a spread shot, and now we just got a dive roll, which I don't like. It rolls you in the direction that I think it rolls you in the direction you're facing. But yeah, there's a spread shot. But this game has a lot of potential. I feel like I said, imagine this is like a Metroidvania style game. A multiplayer Metroidvania would be even cooler. Put some gear in there, make it so enemies drop coins and you can go to a shop and buy armor and whatnot. And nothing's coming out of that tower. I love the rampart design, or the breaching tower onto the ramparts. Like, it looks cool. I'm gonna try and stun lock some guys up there, and the shaman comes from behind. Those shamans have a pushback ability. If they shoot you, or if they raise their staff and it starts glowing, they'll hit you with it and you just fucking go flying. It doesn't do any damage, but it is really disruptive and can knock you into tons of enemies. But I would say, just as like a proof of concept, this is a lot of fun. Like I said, give us like a few dozen enemy types, or, you know, just different enemies. Make it a Metroidvania. Give us exploration and multiplayer stuff. Could be real cool. And I now have sleep powder, which I'll try in a second here, I believe. I also just got in that guy's face. Ooh, I didn't realize, but I dodged both of those. Got in that guy's face to shoot all my arrows at once. And when I jumped over the fireball, I dodged a bunch of slingshot rounds at the same time, which is cool. I like that the hats go flying off. Like, there's bone skull helmet things. That's pretty cool. And the stun on that is so fucking huge. Like I said, in general, this little game feels really fun for what it is. I don't know, just drop a double stun on everything. Fucking Sven coming up behind and cleaning everything up. It was real solid. And it's a fast little demo. Like, I know this is their completed game, quote unquote, but I really feel like these guys could do so much. I would consider this a demo. Just holding the back wall, the wizard and warrior just tear through things up front. Got a couple of shamans over there, which is real dangerous. I don't like doing post-commentary. This feels kind of unnatural, but fuck it, you know. I'm not going to be able to record this again. I think every time I try to do it, it messes with Audacity. And you guys get to see a look at it. Now, that frozen dude just freaking repelled me, which is stupid. But, you know, it's made by 2 guys. One guy doing the coding and one guy doing the art and everything else. So, you know, it's pretty simple. Now, we're not doing great here. Fucking everybody's dead but me. One wrong mistake. One small mistake, like getting cornered here, could get me killed. But we did it. We're okay. And we have our final ability, which is a cluster arrow, which is fucking cool. That's what that does. I'm a fan of that. I'm gonna sleep some people. We're gonna just spray arrows and backpedal all day. More cluster arrows. Look at that. That's devastating. It's so much fun. Just fucking lightning's coming in from Sven. Fucking meteorites, cluster arrows. We're doing it all day. We're just murdering everyone. Get myself a potion. We want to survive long enough to get to this boss and try and kill it. There he is. Fucking immediately. I missed with most of those, but it still did a little bit. Those meteorites are on point. Now I got hit by that freaking flaming hammer, which was not great. And we're gonna go farm some of these guys for potions. And look, I died. I walked into that fireball. It's okay, Sven's got it, right? Got to Sven. Oh, he blinked that away. Like, that's impressive. I mean, you can only really do that as an AI. Because, oh, and now he's bugged. You can also only do that as an AI. But, I mean, he doesn't have a cursor, per se. He just does what he does. so he can cast in one direction and teleport away an instant later. Freaking Leaves over here murdering his way through things and soloing the boss. If I were still alive, if I didn't jump into that fireball from off screen, I think we could have taken the boss here. But unfortunately, Sven's not that capable when there's multiple targets, because his AI prioritizes things and then he just doesn't pay attention to other things, like getting knocked around by those guys. And it'll be something stupid that kills him, like that, jumping onto a fireball. And then they just beat our bodies. But yeah, Archer's a lot of fun. Last up we got Warrior. So I got 50 more health than the other two classes, and they're just going through murdering everything before I can even get there. And I've got a shield, which works like that. And I got some knockback. But you get hit a lot, real hard, real fast. Even the shield, like, and if things hit you a little awkward to the shield, it hits through. Now you got this leap. Supposedly, it seems like you can jump in other directions, but I couldn't figure it out. Also, that guy hit me over the side of the head. Getting them potions. See, the thing that I don't like about the Warrior, his toolkit is really incomplete until he has his stun. When he has his stun, he's a beast. Because you can just shield up until your stun's off cooldown. And then you get extra damage when you do that. So after this wave, we should have it. And the shield is directional. You hold down right click and you move your mouse around, and you saw me moving it like in a circle like that. And I got hit in the back. That's going to happen a lot. In fact, I'm pretty sure I'll die that way. And you can only partially block those fireballs. They still do 50 damage, which is ridiculous. Still getting tons of potions. So we're staying alive. And the stun, knockback, and everything like that of the sword is real solid. That leap, I cannot figure out how the leap works. It always seems to go straight up. So now we have Demoralizing Shout, which is like straight out of World of Warcraft. I'm just going to hold this guy up for a second. It seems to work really well when you do that. Someday I'll use the Demoralizing Shout. One-on-one, it seems easy enough to just shield up, but at the same time, just fucking stab people, you know? Potions drop fairly regularly. Both my teammates are dead now. I didn't realize this at this moment, and I think I'm gonna die here. There's my stun, and I just realized that you do extra damage when your stun pops. And I'm like, that whole time I was wondering where the hell my other teammates were. Well, they had died to something. So I'm not a huge fan of that at all. We're gonna try it again, though. And same thing as last time, they're just gonna murder fucking everything immediately. I don't even know if I ever got to wave 6 on the Warrior. It's just not what I'm good at playing. I think here I'm gonna test and see if I can make it over up to the top rampart. And I can't. There's an invisible wall, which is smart because I would just stand in that doorway and swing at these fuckers. So yeah. Warrior's kinda... It's fun, but I'm just bad at it. Like, I should go back for that potion. I don't even know if I realize I'm hurt. I think I am going back for it. Oh, man. This is a lot of fun, though. Like I said, there's a lot of potential here. Like I said, just imagine this as a open... See, there's that knockback I was talking about. And I blocked that, and I didn't block that. Well, I might have, but it fucking killed me. Imagine this is like a fucking Metroidvania game. That would be so cool. Like, fighting off hordes of trolls, going into fucking Jotunheim, just killing your way through trolls and giants. Tons of big boss fights would be cool. And then getting gear, getting fucking mythic weapons is like, hey, I'm alive again. Getting, like, picture you pick up fucking Gungnir and you have a spear that you can just throw and it comes back to you and does sick stuff. Like, end game you know, find Odin's spear, or get Mjolnir and just run around hammering things to fucking death. Okay, I've realized the power of the demoralizing shout now. I tried to leap that, but it didn't work. Also, apparently when you land, you get an interrupt, which is pretty solid. And then he's dead. Thankfully, the shamans don't really do much at point blank, because they always try to knock you back, and you can just hammer them. I'm gonna die here. Yep, I got hit in the back of the head trying to clear that whole wave. But it was the last of them, so we're good. Here's wave 5. I don't know if I'm gonna survive this. I don't remember getting my last ability. Or if I got it, I don't remember using it. So here I'm trying to shield wall. I'm just standing there, but I got pushed in between them, and they did a lot of damage to me. Something stupid's gonna kill me here. There, I died. I don't even know how. We're following Sven now. Sven's dead. We're following Freya now. Freya's not long for this world, I'll just tell you that right now. Because, like I said, the AI is not good at handling multiple targets. And Freya's rolling into fireballs and rocks and shit, and there you go. So yeah, I think that's all I got to show for this. I think I go back and do Archer once more, Wizard once more, I don't remember. We don't kill the boss. And like I said, it's a free-to-play game. It's on itch.io, I think. It'll be for download in the description, so you go and you grab that if you're interested in playing it. So, yeah, the ways I could say that this could be improved, since it is post-commentary, and I played through the whole thing twice. So I played like about an hour of this. If this were a multiplayer Metroidvania, like take this same feeling of, you know, 3 adventures, going through like Jotunheim or something cool like that, and see, now I'm getting the hang of the wizard. I saw the computer wizard doing some shit, and I understand what you can do now. I do have my teleport. There we go. There it is. I can get out of sticky situations. But this exact kind of gameplay, with maybe a few skills and abilities you could swap out, or maybe skills and abilities like maybe your left click and right click were determined by what your gear is. Like, I don't know, let's say the wizard has like a staff that does this, but you could swap the staff out for a flamethrower staff or something cool like that. You know, those kind of things. That would be really cool. Like I said, big boss fights, big arenas. The other option, other than a role-playing game kind of thing like this, where it's like a Metroidvania, I'm just testing to see if that goes up inclines, and if I could potentially freeze people up there. And I can, and I like that. The other option is to just make a fuckload more of this, with a lot more enemies, a lot more arenas, and just this times 10, and give it a story mode kind of thing, where it's like, you know, fight through 7 waves in this castle, decide you need to take it to the enemy, and then you start traveling to Jotunheim and start killing fucking trolls and frost giants and shit. And you know, the next mission is like the forest in the background, and then the next mission is, you know, fighting your way through a cave to get to Jotunheim, and then fighting in Jotunheim, and, you know, doing that basically, you know, just basically this, but a lot more with more enemies, and more diversity, more levels, fight through several waves. It would be a very simple game, mind you, but I could see that being something that people would pay $5 or $6 for on Steam. You know, stuff like that. I don't know what other suggestions I had originally during my lost audio, but I just know in general this was a lot of fun. It was a good game, and I highly recommend anybody who likes this kind of murder fest, especially if you got two friends that you can get on with. Just fucking do it. Like, this is a fun little arena game. Jeez, that's a lot of carnage. I need to drop a meteor in there somewhere. I did just teleport into that shaman's face and freeze him and his friends. So maybe Battle Mage is more my style, I don't know. Look at these guys just dying, dropping like flies. And then it's this. And that hurts so much. It hits many times. Drop a meteorite right on him. Now, I didn't know this at the time. I think this was the moment that I realized that I do a lot of extra damage when he's bleeding on the ground. But if I drop a meteorite on him while he's bleeding like that, I can do 600 damage just like that. And look how, like, we've got him real low. Leaf's off dicking around and it's gonna get us killed. And then I got hit through Freya and, like, just outright murdered. Also, gear that makes you survive a little longer would be a lot of fun added to this game. Oh, and Freya's down, and Leaf's just getting in there. Yeah, hack him up. He's only got 600 health. You can do it. Only you can't because you're getting fucking beat to death by a giant hammer. The second another person comes in there, you're screwed. Yep, his AI decided to look at the shaman for a second because it started casting a fireball, and we died. So that was Highwall. Well, here's a Highwall. I think this has a lot of potential, and you guys should try downloading it because it feels good. The art style is real crisp. Those guys you can see on screen right now are the ones that made this. Got Jonas and Fabian. I don't know how to say your name, I'm sorry. But you do good art, I like it. And I think this is pretty solid. It's a good game. If you guys have any interest in something like this, links in the description. Go tell these guys that this is awesome. Tell them there's a lot of potential. And if you guys are watching the video, you guys who made this, and you want some ideas, because like I help make indie games with my friends all the time. We're working on some stuff. I have some level design experience. I'd be happy to collab with you guys and give you some level design concepts and some different ways you could spice this up and make a full sellable game. I think that'd be pretty fun. Because I think it's got a lot of potential. And I hope you guys all try it out and think it does too. So anyhow, I've rambled on long enough. Hope you all enjoyed. And I will see you all next time.